Welcome to Victorian Gardens Cattery, and you are in the toddler room at the Cattery with Periwinkle and Picasso's babies. There's 6 of them. So let's count here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got 4 red jean babies, meaning they've got the red coat going on. We've got 2 tortie girls that have red. There's 1. That's Nally right here. And here's the other one. She's a doll-faced tortie point. We've got the biggest of the litter right here. This is Darius. And he's already reserved. This is his brother who's going with him, and you can see the size difference. Darian is extremely smart and is already turning his nose up at duck wet food. He's been doing that for weeks. And he's turning his nose up at all the dry food. So he's the only one that's not on dry food yet. I'm having to hand feed him wet food. That's not duck. Once a day. So I'm hoping he's still nursing on his mom. This is the second biggest of the litter. This is a gorgeous flame point boy who is available. And there is Damien. And there's Darius. And she doesn't have a name. She's the tortie doll face. And she's available. And over here we have the boy that's staying at the Cattery. He's in the play station, and he is a gorgeous flame point boy. And I missed somebody. Who did I miss? I think I got them all. So we've got 2 available in the litter. That's the big flame boy and the doll face, who's hiding right now in the play station. So I want to tell you a little story about Darius. He's that small little seal boy. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He's hiding out there. So the day I put this down with a whole bunch of balls in it, Darius got on it, and within, I think, less than 5 minutes, pulled out all the balls. As you can see, there's balls in there now, but I just put the balls back in. He trained all of them on how to pull out the balls. So when they're bored, they come over here or when they want a ball, they come over and get a ball out. They all love the bird. I wanted to talk about the bird. Something's happened with the bird. I guess maybe they've gotten really popular, and what's happened is the quality of the bird has gone way downhill. I'm having to go through 3 or 4 of these in one litter. They pull out, the feathers are not in there good, and they pull them out. And I used to have a whole one still left after one litter. So the quality of these birds have gone really way downhill. And I would recommend everybody calling the company and complaining about it. It's not right. You want them to last, and they're not lasting at all. With the 18 kittens, I can't even tell you how many I went through. But I'm saving the feathers, and what they're attached with is, let's see if I can get a good picture of it. It's just floral tape. So what I would recommend doing is saving the feathers and getting a hot glue gun and hot gluing it to the stick and then wrapping them in floral tape. And you can actually buy floral tape. You can buy floral tape at the Dollar Tree for $1. So it's real easy to repair, but you shouldn't have to do this. But because the quality is so bad now on these, the sparklers pretty much stay put. But you can see the holes where they've ripped out the feathers. They're just not in there good anymore. The sparklers pretty much stay in, but the feathers go out real quick, especially with Darius. Darius, are you going to show us how you take out the balls? It's not Darius, that's Darian. Darian, you gonna take out the little balls? Let me see here. See if he's interested in working on how to take them out. So this, in his new home, that's a must toy. You can see him going after it right now. He just loves playing with it. They all do now. And as I said, I can't keep the balls in, so I got more balls. And then once they get a ball out, they play with it. So he's working on it. He's a sharp, smart little guy. And he knows what he likes, and he knows what he doesn't like, and he knows he doesn't like duck food. Isn't that funny? And he doesn't like dry food. So what I'm doing today, and I did yesterday, but I couldn't surprise him with it. He didn't buy my little trick. But I took the dry food and I wetted it down and mixed it with the wet food. So today I'm thoroughly soaking the wet food first and mixing it in so that it's all pate and moist. But it's his sniffer. He's got a really good sniffer. So he knows when you've pulled one over on him. So there's Mommy over there. And the other little trick I'm trying is, you all know I have a lot of PlayStations, and they've gone through a lot of litters, and here's just a few of them. And the reason there's just a few of them is I have decided with the 18 kittens, when one got sick, they all got sick. And I sterilized these PlayStations, but it wasn't enough. So just to spray disinfectant on the carpet. So what I did is, like on the leopard one here, I took it apart. The smaller ones I didn't take apart, but I filled I have a deep laundry sink that I do baths in, and it's stainless steel, and I filled it with this special disinfectant I'm using, and Dawn detergent, Dawn dishwashing detergent. And I actually dropped the smaller ones right into the water, sunk them totally in, pulled them right out, let them drain, and then brought them in here where I have a dehumidifier and dried them thoroughly. And so on the leopard one, I took it apart. It wasn't that bad to take apart. The black one, I actually dunked. And so I just let them air dry, and then I bring them in. And so far, none of these babies have gotten sick. So I'm really thrilled with knowing that this disinfectant I use works, and that this is the way to really clean PlayStations. Now when it comes to that big one, ooh, that's a lot of work to take that thing apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thoroughly spray it, but I'm not going to even allow them on that PlayStation till they've had at least 1 to 2 vaccines, and then allow them on. I still have bigger PlayStations that I can take apart that shouldn't be too bad to dunk in the water. Now remember, PlayStations are made out of particle board or that pressed board. And when that pressed board gets wet, it can expand. So all I'm interested in doing when I'm disinfecting is disinfecting the carpet, which means thoroughly soaking the carpet. I do not leave them in. I put them in just for like a minute or two, and then I pull them right out. They're very heavy when you pull out, but then I let them drain from one end right there near the laundry sink, where it goes into the laundry sink. And it's working, and I'm very happy with it, because I've only been spraying them with a disinfectant. I have not ever soaked them thoroughly, and so spraying them is not going to get every nook and cranny, but dipping them in a disinfectant will. But you can't leave them in the disinfectant. You have to immediately take them out and just let them air dry, and then give them to the kittens when they're completely air dried. So that's a little trick I learned, and I hope that helps some of you that have catteries or rescues or rescue situations. There's no reason to have to throw away a PlayStation unless it's totally torn up. And even then, you can take off the carpet and you can spray paint it with primer and paint it, and then you don't have to worry, and sand it, and you don't have to worry about putting carpet back on, and you don't have to worry about hair getting stuck either. So I haven't had the time. Oh, what are you doing, child? Get down from there. So this is, I just cleaned the floor, and what did I do? I pushed that PlayStation right up against the fence, and look who's trying to get up. That's my boy. We're trying to come up with a name for my boy, and he's staying here as a breeder as long as both of his testicles are down during his exam, or by 4 or 5 months old, he's going to stay here as a breeder. But I need a name that starts with a P. That's a boy's name. I already have Picasso, which is his daddy, and I have Paisley. So those are two of my boys, and so those names are out, but I need an easy name for me to remember and to call him. That's cute. So if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to put them down in the comment section. And in the description section below, I will put some of the links to some of the PlayStations that you see here that they play with. And I also will put a link to the disinfectant that you can buy on Amazon, but you've got to be very careful. Cats cannot be around it when it's being sprayed. It has to be completely dry. It's a new disinfectant I'm using. It's the same one the vets use. It's in, when you go into a vet's office, into a room, you'll see it. It's kind of a bluish green color. You can buy it on Amazon. So I will give you all the links to all of that, and hopefully it helps. I'm hoping now that I'm downsizing that I'll have more time for more how-to videos. But I guess this is kind of a how-to disinfect video, your PlayStations, and I hope someone gets some benefit out of it. The gallon container I use of the disinfectant, I probably, I bought a pump, or it comes with a pump, and I probably have a big laundry sink. So I probably squirted full squirts of like 6 into my laundry sink when I disinfect, and I have actually even used it in the laundry.